Really short one today, but it's a really short chapter. Nell, who's been taken to the lakes by Ted, experiences a flashback to her days as a young woman on her honeymoon. She has a breakdown during a hornet's entrance into the room, crying for her mother. Nell finds Ted distracting, disturbing. He gave her the impression that she had something he wanted, but she hadn't the faintest idea what it might be. This perhaps shows more about Nell's personality, as she's quite irritable, but it also describes Ted well, the word disturbing harking back to his possible paedophilia earlier in the novel. Nell, like her daughter, shows irritability in this chapter, finding Ted's presence distracting and thinking she'd be glad when it was all over, meaning life. However, she still has the trauma hidden within, for she bursts into tears and says, "I want my mother!" on her honeymoon, despite the fact that she never knew Alice and the only maternal figure she had was Rachel, the wholly poor one, as she was the evil stepmother, and probably started the trend of bad mother figures. However, she did have a moment of insight, thinking that she wouldn't have been very good at Jack Keach because she didn't really know him. While most of the footnotes are set completely in the past, this starts with the novel's present day, 1958, and then goes back to Nell's honeymoon in the lakes in 1919. This is not restricted to Alice and Bunty. Nell too discovers the unhappiness of marriage as soon as it begins, saying, would there be no relief from his thick cotton pyjamas and his prickly moustache, and the other part of his anatomy that she had to turn her eyes away because it was so embarrassing. Both the wife of Bath and Estella have been traumatised by their mothers, just as Nell has. However, while Nell's been traumatised by her mother's absence, the wife of Bath and Estella have been traumatised by their mother's presence and their mother's teachings against men. In some ways, Alice's abandoning Nell has done less harm to her than the constant presence of the wife of Bath's mother and Miss Havisham in the lives of their surrogate children and real children, in the case of the wife of Bath's mother. It really was pretty fucking short. Okay, bye.